Hello and welcome to Infamous MCP. This is Mutilus or Brandon.
This is Josh, go by Grumelzog.
This is CJ. I have gone by a different spelling of CJ now.
This is Zach. I go by Magneto is right on Discord.
Not was, is.
Currently is, yeah.
Continues to be.
Was and continues to be so.
He was never wrong.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a late release this week, but that's because we're recording live on Saturday, just after MiniExtravaganza. So before we get into all the news, do you have anything we want to talk about that isn't news related? I have some stuff to chat about, but I think I'll save it for the other cast.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. This week was totally just waiting on MiniStrav stuff.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have been waiting on MiniExtravaganza. All right, so let's jump right into it. Just as a prelude, I have not seen any of it. I was at work all day. I just got home. So I will be live reacting to everything, which I'm told is my best state when I'm just hot taking on bullshit. So, all right. Marvel Crisis Protocol November 2025 rules update. I was not expecting a rules update. So clearly this will all be good things. I have no reservations at all.
Since you are reading it
actually,
live,
now that I say that, I have a lot of reservations. I'm actually very concerned.
Do you want us to give you a synopsis of each point? Or do
yeah,
you
let's
want
just
to
go
read
point by point.
Okay.
So I don't have to read walls of text.
All right, we'll start us
I'm
off.
already skimming ahead. I'm like, oh boy, what is this about?
So we'll go with our first change. You're increasing the amount of crisis cards in your roster from 3 of each to 5 of each. Brandon, I feel like you've done some things like this at the store and have talked about this. So 5 of each is the first change.
So I don't know that that's a big deal. It really depends on the mission pack. So I would assume there's going to be a new mission pack. So everything I say is going to be assuming that's going to be the case. But that's already what Battle Realms does, which is what we played a lot. So considering that Battle Realms already is a 5 mission selection, I think it's fine. Depending on how the selection process works, it could be good or bad. So how does that work?
So the selection process has changed. You will now randomly draw 2 cards instead of 1, and your opponent will pick one of those to use in the game. I should also note that there's a timing change, so if you win priority and you pick your secures, you have 5 of them, you will pull 2 of them randomly, and your opponent will then pick one of those.
Okay.
Then the other side happens. So if you win priority and you've picked your secures, your opponent has picked this secure before they pull their 2 random extracts, and then you select from those. So you have the knowledge with priority what half of the missions are already.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, it's very interesting.
So that means the player with priority is going to get to choose the most important choice, which is the combination mission.
Correct.
Because obviously the second player will be making the choice blind.
Yes. Additionally, there will be a second priority roll after everything is deployed, after you have selected threats, selected the missions, all of that. Before you begin round 1, there is a second priority roll to determine who activates first in round 1.
What?
So rather than
the first priority roll is only for setup, not for actual gameplay.
That is correct.
So we've introduced Seize the Initiative in MCP.
Yes.
Yes.
Essentially.
So you could set up on an F extract, but you don't know if you have priority first, so you can't necessarily build your squad like you could previously with the knowledge you're activating first.
Yeah.
You won't know until you've deployed.
I like it, personally.
Okay.
I think this is a good change. It's pretty minor, but knowing that on those ones that are odd number of extracts, that I might not be able to just go long move, safe grab, right? It might not be me.
Sure.
Might change up things a little.
Well, but you're still going to deploy to do it.
You still have to deploy to do it. Yes, this roll happens after all of deployment is done. So every model is on the table, and then you roll to see who activates first.
So obviously this is before having any experience with this system. I'm not directly against it. It doesn't seem like very off-putting. It doesn't immediately jump out as having issues.
Yeah, I feel like the teams that have multiple ways to safe grab, let's say you're on hammers and you don't know, and so you need to set up on each side in case your opponent takes the one you were preparing to take safely. Like those could have a big impact. So the teams that have multiple ways to safe grab, like Brotherhood with Mystique or with Juggernaut and Toad, they benefit from this. But some of the lists that are more built around I have this one safe grab and I have them grab the one safe thing that I need, they won't know what that impact is going to look like.
So obviously we've been trying some different mission selection stuff already, and this is pretty much the exact opposite of what we were doing. What we were doing is trying to give players more ability to influence the selection process while also preventing them from getting exactly what they want. And so it kind of takes the randomness out of it by both ensuring that neither player plays their worst possible option, but also neither player plays their best possible option. This is just random, it seems like. Like they've increased the variance of the ability to draw by increasing the mission selection from 3 to 5. There's now no ability for you to play like a full set of the same deployments, which is partially good. I think it's nice, but it does increase the variance. The second part with your opponent choosing your mission, it does stop you from getting like the best possible result, but you're also choosing in the blind. Like you don't know. Because having you play 5 missions, you can't really predict what your opponent's going to draw. Because it forces them to play different deployments and different style of missions. I also think that there's only about 5 to 6 good missions in each pool. So I think that's just going to create very samey mission selections. Where everyone's playing the same 5 missions.
I will agree with that. That was kind of my thought as well, as we've talked about before, where sometimes you pick 2 you like and then the least of the worst of one. And now I'm just going to pick the least of the worst of 3.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, okay, I don't hate these, but like they don't really do much for me, right?
Yeah. I'm not immediately excited about this new change. I think it's going to be more just wild chaos. The fact that you're re-rolling, I understand the point there, but and this has been, some companies have tried to use this style of game design in the past to fix problems. You cover up imbalance with randomization. And so it's like, oh, well, such and such army will just shoot you off the table if they get to go first. And so you introduce ability for your opponent. You don't know who's going to go first. It's like,
that was
does
basically
that really help?
That was basically what they said, was they were trying to really curtail turn 0. So that you don't have this perfect plan. It is, like you said, it's randomness. There should be more variety in crises, but I agree with both of what you and Josh said. But that was what they said the intent was. Hey, you can't just have 3 extracts that are perfect for you. You have to take one that's maybe less good, and then you don't know who has priority. So they're really trying to take away some of the turn 0, which this definitely does. But like you said, it's just randomness. It's not like...
Right. The advantage is still there if you get to go first. So why wouldn't you deploy hoping you get to go first? Because I think that's all that's going to happen, is you're going to set up with the full advantage of going first, and then you're just going to coin flip it. So whoever wins the coin flip is just going to go up. Because the problem is the player with priority is getting too big of an advantage. So by randomizing who goes first after deployment, you're just making it an equal chance for both people to get fucked, as opposed to fixing the problem, which is one of the players is getting fucked. That would imply to me you should instead change the missions to not be horribly penalizing for you failing a random coin flip. But they clearly, are trying to go about it a different way.
I think
Any other
it's.
thoughts? Go ahead, CJ.
I think it's kind of. It is. I don't want to be biased. I think our solution was a little bit more succinct.
Yeah, I think it was a lot more elegant.
And I think this is more of like a bludgeon to be like, oh, well, I don't like it when you win the first turn, so sometimes you won't.
Exactly, and that's it. It isn't that they fixed it. If they fixed it, I'd be happy. All we've done is say half of the time my opponent doesn't get the advantage. You're still incredibly incentivized to play the list that get advantage for going first. They haven't removed that. They've just made it to where you have to deploy not knowing who's going to go first. And so all I've been thinking about this whole time is like, well, there's a lot of times when that's actually going to really fuck you. Because let's just say we're playing Legacy Virus just as a vacuum. And we both have a safe grabber. Normally, if I knew you were going first, I would put my safe grabber to the side so that they're going to take one of the side points, knowing that you're going to take the middle, because I could see where you put your safe grabber. But now, not knowing who's going to go first, you could just deploy direct opposite them and just let the coin flip determine who's going to win the game.
Yeah, that's what I foresee.
Like, if I go first, your safe grabber is out of position, my safe grabber isn't. I take the one you could have taken, and you took a 5-point bottle for no reason.
That's what I foresee
and
happening
that
too.
Is a really negative play loop that a lot of players will be encouraged to do.
Yes, someone is going to have a bad deployment potentially in every game.
Someone's
because they have to deploy as if they have priority. Then when they don't, it's twice as punishing.
Yeah. The player that goes first is still getting 2 tokens and one of their characters is safe. That has not changed. They're just randomizing which player it was. Which really they're doing, if you think about it, is they're making you deploy not knowing if you're going first. But you're still incentivized to perform the play pattern that is advantaged. They haven't changed that. So you're going to deploy assuming you go first to get the advantage, except on the odd times when you can avoid it, right? Like if you don't have to potentially screw yourself, you won't. But I don't see that happening very often. It'll only be on like the even-numbered extract missions, which again wasn't a problem anyway.
Yeah. But I definitely see. I'm kind of interested to see if this is actually something that changes.
I have a quick point of order. I just read something.
What's up?
Deployment language updated to put characters within range 3 of their deployment edge. Haven't we been deploying at range 3?
It's the
no,
same
within
thing.
range 3 is the same.
You could have always deployed them behind
completely
range 3.
within.
Okay.
Completely within would be the terminology to change it. Is it actually updated?
That's what they said.
Language updated to put characters within range 3 of their deployment edge. So to me, that's saying we're deploying farther back now.
Well, they don't know their own terminology if that's what they're trying to do, because they failed to do it with that sentence. If the term completely within is not in there, that is not what that means. Now, they might have just summarized and not been very specific with the wording, but that's not what that sentence means.
What did it used to say?
I'm wondering if it used to say at range 3, and so that you couldn't technically deploy behind, but I don't know. I never really paid too close attention to that.
If that's always been the rule, you had to be exactly.
I don't know. I'm just
that would be funny because that is not the way people have played this game.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
There's been a bunch of times like my guy doesn't fit on the line.
Yeah.
So you just back up a little. If that was the case, you had to be at range 3. You'd have to be deployed on that line somewhere.
Where'd you see that, Josh?
So Quentin in MCP News posted a quick log change log. And I was just looking at it because that's assumed that's what we're going down, and I saw that under deployment, and I was like, that feels different to me. So,
and again, if it said at range 3 in the rule book and they're updating
Josh,
it to
read the whole
3,
thing.
That's fine.
I did.
No, continue reading it.
Okay.
I am now tempted to read it.
Okay,
Can I read it without
within range
spoilers?
3 of the deployment edge, additionally, a second priority roll is made.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just saying that you rolled priority again after deployment.
Yeah, it didn't change the sentence.
Oh, that's the change. Okay.
Yeah. The change is what comes after.
I thought it was both. Like, that's why they were both in there.
No, it's
but
the same.
No,
the same part of
they
the
have
rule.
to put the previous sentence so you know where the rule takes place.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so I think we've talked about this enough. Let's move on to the next point.
Yep, we got a couple short ones. So passing is updated to not count grunts, so you can't count them and pass and potentially swap priority based off of grunts. It's about non-grunt activations. I think that's a nice cleanup. Pretty short.
I don't like, again, that they're removing player choice. I guess if you're talking about low-end player skill, like newer players that don't understand the interaction, sure, but all it's doing is the person who is in the bad spot, meaning they want to pass because they're outnumbered and they're going to be disadvantaged for activating, they're going to be forced to activate.
Right.
Which is bad. Right, you're advantaging the player who's up and playing grunt characters. I think that's a bad change. But it is nice that it's cleaned up so like there won't be a negative play experience of people that don't understand the mechanic.
Right.
So it probably won't matter very often. But
full disclosure, didn't even know you could count grunts for passing, so...
They are characters, they can.
I guess.
Well, it's,
Yeah, but it's usually a bad idea because your opponent will then double activate and you will lose prio.
Yeah.
Is usually what happens. That's why you generally just count activations, not characters. Anyway, what's next?
Beam and area attacks no longer damage allied characters.
Finally, Thunderwave is fixed. We did it, boys.
I also want to say Winter Guard catching strays again. I can no longer beam my own Red Guardian and get power from Ornery, so...
Can't beam Ultron grunts and blow them up anymore.
oh,
I'm very sad about that.
They still explode when you use extermination protocols, though.
They do, but you can't beam them. Like I had a game where I had Avalanche just beam them twice and blow up and damage 3 people.
I guess.
Hey, you're
They've
talking.
been watching
Didn't say it
Zach
was
play and
good.
taking down notes. They're like,
This Zach
fuck
guy,
this guy.
he's fucking us.
yeah.
CJ, what was it that I used to cause you to kill my grunt?
At what
I
point?
can't remember what it was now. I think we were at Warfare Weekend. I can't. It was like
I've
Red
never-
Skull 2.
I've never been to Warfare.
Against
No,
Ultron 2?
that was me. That was me, and you.
Yeah, Zach.
I think you made me kill my own Ultron drones somehow with no one around, and it was.
Oh,
awful.
that's right. I threw the Ultron drones into something, which made them explode to kill my own Red Skull, which caused you to lose prio.
Yes.
Glorious.
And it's because I was like, we need prio, and Zach's like, there's no fucking way I'm giving you prio. I was like, cool, I activate, I throw these grunts into me, and so I auto die. And he's like, what? It's great.
You won't be giving
It
me
sucked.
prio. I will be giving me prio.
I'm so sad
So,
my little hand grenades are gone.
Mhm. Well, I mean, then they just dumpstered Ultron, so whatever. I'm trying to think if there's any relevant change to the beams do a damage to your own people.
I'd have to go through a case by case and see like if there's any, because I know
Yeah.
there's some area attacks too that already just kind of had that baked in. Maybe.
Well, see,
Yeah,
that's the
the
funny
fact
thing
that
is Loki 2's card specifically stated does not damage allied characters, and I
Yeah.
believe Strange 1
Yeah.
was the only other one that had
Strange
that
2.
rule.
Strange
Strange
two.
Storm.
His area too. Heals.
Well, it's because his heals them. Yeah, it's a healing.
Yeah,
aura.
Storm also
Yeah.
was it. Her area of effect doesn't.
Yeah,
damage.
there was a bunch of people that ignored it, but it also didn't come up that often because usually your characters are so spread out it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like your characters are handcuffed to fucking blue circles, and they're not allowed to help each other.
Oh, you haven't seen Handcuffed to Blue Circles yet.
That's handcuffed to
Okay.
red circles. Don't spoil.
Oh yeah, Red Circles. sorry.
Next up, a language updated so Dazed characters never contribute to scoring VPs for just their controlling player. I think there was some weird one-off cards that your opponent could pay to count your models to score, like maybe Sleeper Agent or not Sleeper Agent,
No,
Inevitable
it's
Betrayal.
Inevitable Betrayal.
I think there
Hybrid.
was a weird one-off or maybe two that
Is
could
that-
do that, and I think now
I also wonder
you
if
can't
there
do
was
that.
an argument with the wording on Interrogate saying that I can't contribute towards scoring and I'm dazed.
Yeah.
That's obviously meant to work that way, but, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Well, you still can't target an enemy character with a tactics card if they're dazed, right? I guess that's not a rule. No, I'm making that up. That's not a rule.
Maybe.
There
Let's
had to
see
have been one strange scenario that was happening that they just wanted to clean that language up. I've never seen this be an issue, but I'm guessing there had to have been some weird rule.
It also might just be future-proofing stuff that was in playtesting.
That
yeah.
that
That's
came
very
up.
true.
One
Yeah.
of the new missions might say if you're within range 2 of an enemy, get a bonus point. But they're like, well, he's dazed, doesn't count.
Yeah, something like that. It's got to be something a weird edge case scenario that came up more than once.
Sure. Okay, so they've changed it to only affect your own points. Got it. All right, what's next?
Okay, hold on.
So here's
how's your blood pressure, Brandon? You doing okay?
I'm doing fine, but I'm also 2.5 beers in.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I would have cracked a beer if I had known we were drinking.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the big one.
All right, so far, hold on.
dodges.
Let me get.
Okay.
This is still a rule change, though.
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
and it's big.
Okay, so
it's the
here's the rule
biggest.
change. This is the biggest one.
All right.
Yeah.
We
All
have the biggest rule changes here at AMG.
all throws, regardless of character or terrain, or the size of the terrain, now only do 3 damage. You do dodge rolls exactly the same, but you are always dodging
What?
3 damage regardless of size or character or terrain. So a size 4 has 3 incoming damage. A size 1, 3 incoming damage.
Oh god, he's quiet.
You're kidding, right? That's not actually.
No, I'm
No,
dead
that's-
serious. That's exactly what it is.
Where's that rule at?
Dodging.
Dodging. Change to 3 incoming damage instead of being based on the size of the object being thrown.
All right.
I think
Outside of
Brandon
brace for
passed out
impact,
for a
most
second.
characters dodging a throw can expect to. All right. Damage from throws is now set to 3 damage of being based off the size. All right. Brace for impact, most characters. They're just explaining how their own defense mechanic sucks in the explanation for the change.
Yes. They kind of just
They're like,
say it.
Well, it turns out even if you have 4 physical defense, you still rarely dodge 2. It's like, yeah, no shit. You made the
Crazy.
game, you didn't know that?
Who did that?
Yeah. So they just nerfed
Throws
all
that deal 4 to 6 damage. 4 to 6 damage. Really? Really? Agents of Smash was that
Whoa,
relevant that you
Phoenix can
included
throw
the
a size
6?
5.
Fuck off. Okay, so now Hulkbuster's leadership means you're immune to throw damage.
pretty much. Everyone with DR now maxes out at 2.
Do you know how many size 1s and 2s Magneto can throw in a turn?
Oh no, Magneto gets a big buff from this.
Yeah.
We're going to be throwing a lot
This
of
might
size
be-
1s with Magneto.
Yeah, Magneto's fucking constructs are now. He's got 6 damage floating around him now.
He already did, but it was the decision of do you throw this size 3 or this
Yeah,
size
you'll
4
never
instead.
see size
You just
4 throws
only
ever
see
again.
you only throw
Just
the
a
small
clear
things.
blind sight.
So Brandon, that's CJ and I were having an argument. That was exactly what I said. I was like, I hope they rewrite the power status of throws because as an Asgardian, I have a ton of 3 power throws that are now I'm spending 3 power to do maybe 3 damage that's DR'd and then blocked. So I'm doing 3 power for 1 damage off a size 4 throw, probably.
Okay, first up, how many Asgardians do you have that can throw size 4?
1, 2, 3.
I think there's at
Maybe
least
4.
3, maybe 4.
No, so it's Ulik, because he's Asgardian, right?
No.
No,
He is
He's
not.
not Asgardian, I thought.
he is
Bill,
from Asgard.
Thor,
He is not allowed to
Bill-
club.
Thor 2.
Bill, Thor, Mighty Thor, Angela,
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
at least.
That's who that matters to.
No, I mean,
It's
what's his face? Scourge, I think, can throw size 3s.
He
and
can
his
throw
power,
size
His
3s,
shit's
yeah.
way overpriced.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
3 power for 3. Because Valkyries is 2 for 2, I believe.
I give
Hers is
this
also
3
3.
out of 5 thumbs downs. I
So
don't know
I
what
feel like
else
there's
to
a
say.
whole lot of things of throws are overcosted now.
That's
I feel
a
like
complete
people like
rebalance of the entire game, and they just did it like, force the update, see what happens. Like,
I feel like there's
They even
people like
talk here.
Cable. Cables pay for size. It's like, oh, I'm going to pay 4 to throw a size 4. that
No,
only has 3
you're going to be
damage.
paying.
It's like, no, I guess I'm never going to throw it.
You're going to be shanking people with lampposts now. You're going to be paying
It's-
1
yeah,
to
it's
throw size
just-
1.
that completely rebalances the entire state of the game.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
correct.
I really, really dislike this. You know what this reads like to me? Why would you care about how much damage you do? Just the only reason the size matters is so you can clear objective points. That looks
That's
like the
almost
brain
what they
thought
said.
process.
That's
They
almost
said that they
verbatim.
wanted the
Think of
terrain to be more important based off of
throws.
disrupting line of sights and not about how much damage the throws were doing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. This seems like I understand the thought process behind the mission selection change, and I don't hate it. I just disagree with it. The other 2 changes just seemed like wording cleanups, which is kind of throwaway stuff. This seems like an actively bad change
I am.
because it's going to buff everyone in the game that can throw size 2s, and it's going to completely invalidate anybody in the game that throws bigger than size 2.
So I will say this as an Asgard lover, this hurts, but from a generalized perspective, I hold judgment to see what this will do for the game. I think we've kind of mathed it out like how it's going to work, but I will need to see it in action before I hate or love this because
Okay.
there's a ton of like, oh man, 2 power to throw a size 2 is now way more relevant on a bunch of 3s than me just
Well,
dogging apartment buildings into you.
this changes like any character. Like now, I'm not worried about running a size 4 character and having him sit
Yeah.
next to the 2 threat.
Sentinels aren't terrified of running into each other. There's some good
I-Hulk,
takeaways.
I-Hulk just got significant, like his damage ceiling just got
A
significantly lower.
huge crash. This
Huge
change,
crash.
This change single-handedly did more harm to attrition characters in the game than
Yes.
every single change to scenario characters combined. This
Agreed.
one change, and we're not even talking about all the other stuff they've done to nerf attrition characters, like CGR getting dumpstered, Thanos getting changed, which, to be fair, he was kind of both. He did scenario as well. Every single change they've ever made to an attrition character is in addition to this. Like, they've just been only fighting the attrition side of the game.
And that's
This
why
is a
we're
terrible
all,
change.
This is why we're
This
all
is terrible.
Webs players
I think-
now.
How does this make
Webs
the
gets
game
a-
better?
Webs gets a huge buff from this. They're gonna take
Absolutely fucking
almost
massive
never
buff to
take
Webs.
damage. Maybe
And-
take one.
They all have a ton of throws, don't they?
Not really.
They have some throws, but most of the throws are, again, they're size 2 meant for displacement.
Well, not
And
anymore.
then turns out they're really good at dodging. Whoops.
How'd that slip by?
All right, I'm opening my next beer. Hold on.
That was the big one.
That's a big
Yeah,
one.
that's clearly big.
No, we'll see. Because it's.
All right.
I think, yes, it does directly hurt characters who throw and generate their attrition pressure from throwing. But a lot of those characters hate being thrown into their allies as well.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, if you throw
There's a lot of people that throw that are size
I-Hulk
2.
into Wong, that's kind of a, you know.
But like
Sure,
throw
Hulk
Namor,
and the
throw,
Sentinels are the only real examples.
throw King T'Challa into someone he doesn't care.
Kingpin.
He's size 2.
I don't think that's that big of a deal.
I mean, I'm just saying that's some of the larger characters.
I think the
it helped
people
them
that
out.
now
but
only,
Kingpin's not
only
taking-
have
Kingpin's not taking any damage.
The
so
character,
it's only
the character
other
that
characters'
Kingpin
damage.
got, you getting clubbed, Kingpin.
It's the exact same amount of damage as throwing 2 size 2s into each other. Because Kingpin takes 0, and the other character takes 4 instead of 3. It's the exact same amount of damage as if you had thrown a size 2. It's just all on one person.
Yeah.
I think all the people that have only terrain throws that you can only pick up from 2 took a significant hit from this. If you can grab terrain from 3, that's more relevant. But if you can only throw terrain and you can only throw it from range 2, it doesn't matter now if you can throw a size 3. That's good for you. I just think, like, in most of those superpowers, like, I don't know that they're worth using unless there's a person on 1 health. I just don't think you should use it, probably. Could be an overreaction, but
The only positive is that you can throw size 1s, and they're semi-relevant. But
right.
How is this a benefit to the game? How is this the game improved by making this change? Except for that one obscure fact.
Right.
Because I think most tables don't have size 1s, at least in my tournament experience. Like, obviously, the official AMG tables do, because there's a ton of size 1s in the
I mean,
boxes,
we've got a bunch of
which will be
size 1
extremely
stuff.
relevant now. Like, everyone's already built up a terrain catalog. Like, they have a stable of terrain that they use. So, like, dramatically changing the functionality of terrain for effectively no benefit that I can see, it just seems really weird. Alright, I guess I'm done talking about this. Does anybody else have anything else about the throws?
No, I'm sorry. I was going through and seeing lists of who throws terrain at size 2 and 3, the differences.
No, I think there's a ton of characters that benefit from this that I don't think we need to go into. People like Toad. It's like, well, Toad can't die on turn 1 now from only a throw. And they kind of specifically changed his health from 5 to 4 to account for that earlier in the year. Like, they said that it was like, oh, well, now, we want him to be easier to kill on turn 1. It's like, well, now a throw alone can't kill him. And most people don't have power to throw until they attack. So he's just running away immediately.
Yeah.
But there's a
All
ton
right,
of models that. They did add 2 new crises. They're worth talking about in depth because both of them have a new style of crisis and how they're scored. The summary on the extract is there is now an extract that's called a source, where you go to it, you pick it up, you pick up something from it, so it stays there. That's called the source. Then you pick up like a civilian out of it, and then at the end of the round, the civilians you're holding go away. And then you have to re-pick up all the extracts.
Okay.
And there's also, when a character holding a prisoner ends its activation, if it is within 5 of any battlefield edge, and not within 1 of a cell, which is the source, it drops that prisoner. So you can't, this new kind, you cannot pick up and just run away. You have to stay close to it, and then it's gone at the end of the round also.
Okay, so 4 exhausted cells, Set aside 4 prisoner tokens. I assume that means the max is 4.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
only have 4.
Flip this cell and okay, so you flip it so each one can only extract 1 prisoner. Character
Correct.
cannot interact with the cell while it is holding a prisoner. While a character holding a prisoner ends its activation, if it is within 5 of the board edge, not within 1 of the cell, you drop it. But you don't. You can still pick it back up.
Someone else can,
So
yeah.
you
Someone else can, yes.
You
But
could
it does,
extract
you do drop.
one from a cell and then move it into the dead zone and drop it on purpose. That way another character can come by and get it later. So you can basically safeguard it till later in the turn from your opponent.
That is true.
Then at the end of the turn, you remove all in the cleanup, and it's 1 point each. I don't hate that immediately. It does seem like a lot of record keeping and a lot of nuance, but seems fine. I guess the only issue is if you also pull something like a intrusions or a deadly meteors. That's a lot of points on the ground that you have to basically stand next to for the entire game because they're
Yes.
not anywhere near each other.
You can't score both on a lot of the
Yeah.
on a lot of the.
Yeah, so that's just
Secures.
forcing you to play like 5 or 6 wide. Oh god, or
I
just a
think-
D. Fuck me. That would suck so bad.
Yeah, you'd have to have someone stand on a D and then someone stand on this to score it.
Oof, that would be rough.
There's some interesting interactions, like obviously I've been playing Mystique a lot lately. She loves this. You get to pick it up for free every round. There's some things
What?
like first class that are still because Mystique is
Oh,
when you
because you
pick up
mean
an
the
extract,
you get to
the
refund
power
the power
back.
I thought
Yeah,
you meant you were
have
going to
to
put your token on it. I was like, fuck.
No.
what?
You get, but
Okay.
you get to pick it up and get the power back every round. So like some teams, the power impact will be big. For Hellfire Club, now it means just this extract means there's technically 8 potential points on the board, so it's easier to pull off the leadership. So there's definitely some teams that are going to interact with this a lot better than others. But like you said, the interaction with the secure at the same time is going to make it where there's just a ton of people standing around.
I'm scared of this next thing.
Oh no, did they throw something crazy at you?
I'm just
I'm
looking
not
at the
gonna lie,
picture and
I have
refusing
no
to
idea.
read the text.
Yeah.
Yep, I did the same thing. I have no idea what this one does. I'll leave it to someone who
I-
read this and
It's
understands.
very simple. It's very, very simple.
Okay, go Josh.
Okay.
Okay, so characters can test prison blocks within 2 instead of 1. I believe this is on the interior deployment that's similar to like Sword and Imcron.
It's Emkron.
I know it is.
I think it's the
a
same.
Square.
During the cleanup phase, remove all tokens, tokens on prison blocks and roll a die. Put a token on the prison block marched with the matching result on the map below. The unmarked prison block matches the blank result. A prisoner block with a token on it cannot be interacted with, contested, or secured.
Okay, so this is just straight up a Shatterpoint mission. Great.
Is
So
this?
every round,
Yeah.
because
Every round there's
there could
4,
be
and one of them
multiple
goes
that-
away.
No.
Yes.
Every round there's 1.
Oh, so it is literally a Shatterpoint mission.
And roll a die.
No, I think there's one that goes away because you remove it all. So there's
Yes,
one
there's
that will
one that
always be
goes
there.
away.
Then you roll a
Yeah.
single
With
dice.
the
if you
damage
get a
cannot
hit,
be interacted with.
one
Yeah.
of them goes away.
Oh, one of
Yeah.
them. Okay. Sorry, I flipped it around in my head. Yeah, a token.
Okay,
I
hold
thought
on.
it was a die
So-
for each. Also,
No.
The 4 points shown on the map, contest within 2, during the cleanup phase, remove all damage tokens from prison blocks, roll a die. Oh, no. You don't even know which one it is?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fuck that. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a random one each
What do you
time.
have?
I would assume you score it.
No,
yeah,
no,
it's
it happens
random each
after
time.
score.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
After
happens
scoring.
after.
So
Oh,
the
yeah.
next round,
Okay.
one
Oh,
of them is.
God.
eliminated.
I was about to lose my shit.
Forgot to call the paramedics to Brandon's house. He's like, ah!
Fuck me. Yeah, I just punched a hole in my fucking.
Yeah, it's like what? Who the fuck would make a random scenario?
Well,
Yeah.
and this is where it'll be big also that the person who wins priority picks deployment edge because it seems like they will always have one. Oh, that's the blank result. Never mind. I was going to say it feels like
It's even.
someone's
all the way
always
around.
going to get scored. Yeah,
No, it's
I
even all the
didn't
way
think
around.
about the blank. Yeah.
8 divided by 4 is 2.
Correct. The first round, they will all be on.
I thought it was going to be like Imcron, where you interact, you roll 1 die, and the corresponding symbols are which die you need to roll to score it. And I
That
was
would be
about to
awesome.
lose
That
my
would be
fucking
horrible.
mind. I was like, oh, so only hits on this one. I'm like, are you serious?
That would fucking suck. That would be the worst mission ever written.
Yeah, but then also arguing about the perspective of the mission card to the players. Like, well, it's facing towards me, so that one is hits for me, but it's blanks for you. I'm like, fuck off.
Well, you see, it's mine, so I get to choose which one's the hit.
Okay, so there is 3 secures. They're pretty well pushed in. I don't immediately hate this, but God, this is a convoluted way to explain this. I don't know if there's a better way, but fuck.
Like, the idea of it makes sense, but the way they went about doing it kind of sucks.
I mean, to be fair, I can't immediately think of a better way to word it other than, like, yeah. I don't know. It's just really convoluted.
Like,
but I think it's kind of like pay to flips. It kind of has to be convoluted because of the functionality. So I understand that a little bit. I don't immediately hate this mission.
Well, good.
I will say that a whole pack of like 24 plus of missions this complicated would be really annoying.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that these are some of the more complex ones, and we get a couple other
hammers
intrusions.
So are these immediately legal?
Yeah, they're on right now.
Yeah, these are immediately legal.
Okay.
Yeah, I like both of these. I think.
Next?
Yes. I think it's interesting. I'm down to give it a try, and I think it's gonna. Both of them make it look like I really want to be having movers, people that can kind of move around in place instead of being static. So
I want 4 spider foes to fight over the 4 areas. That's what I want. 4 threats.
perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
Well, looking at the extract mission, I think you could do some really cheesy stuff like Avengers Assemble backwards after you have your prison tokens, or just activate Lockjaw and like place 3 away.
After the activation.
Because it's at the end of your activation, not later.
That is true. There is some game to that. It's kind of weird that they could have just changed it. If their intention was to not let you do that, they would have said at any time, but that'd be kind of weird.
Whenever
right,
any
but then
model hits
also
an
you could
activation.
force people to drop their extracts by moving them. I think that'd be too strong.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, very, very interesting. There's a lot of interesting wording on all these. I mean, these are two, there's nothing like this in the game right now with both of these. So, which is neat.
I can also see a really funny rules argument showing up where you have a toad that's interacting with one of the cells, and at some point he gets moved, either through slippery or whatever, he gets pushed or whatever, and he's still very close to the token, but he's not technically within 1, so you interact, pick it up, and at the end of your activation, your opponent checks range 1, you're just barely out, and he's like, alright, you drop your token, because you technically could interact with it, but you're not within range 1, and so you get into an argument about if you were or were not within range 1 when you interacted, and if you moved after.
Oh.
Totally weird.
Because normally, you're not within range 1, you can't interact.
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing, I think... Oh, no, I guess I was reading on the blue, when you roll a die, I was like, a character doesn't roll the die, so you can't use, Bast's
Hubris.
reroll or anything. Yeah. Interesting. I'm very interested to see. Lockdown, I think, out of the two, is the one I'm more interested to see how that plays.
I'm mostly excited because it's a fairly low-scoring mission that's fairly central. And Jailbreak, I'm concerned with. I think it might be like Scientific Sample, where it sounds good on paper,
and then you play it and you're like,
but ends up being a fucking
this.
nightmare. Yeah. I don't think it is. I'm concerned because of how far apart the tokens are. That's the most spread out of any mission I've seen.
Yeah, it's just 5 and 5, right?
But they never, because normally on extracts, it doesn't matter where they go initially because they come together later because characters are holding them.
Oh, shit!
These are just constantly shitting out objectives, and they don't ever move. So if you play like a D, there's 8 points that have to be contested.
Yeah,
every turn to get maximum scoring.
Or someone you'd have to have somebody run up and grab it.
If you have a 16-point mission as the opposite, and you're playing 16 points. You're telling me I have to have 4 characters minimum, and they have to be held to points the entire game? It's like, so we just don't fight because none of our characters are in range 3 of each other? And we just sit here and score 4 each? This would be the fucking dumbest mission ever.
It'd be so weird. Yeah, I'm worried about that too. If that ends up being something very strange, or the teams, like you said, can you Avengers Assemble? Do you play Lockjaw? Do you play Man-Thing? Do you play, how there'll be teams that can manipulate this way better than others.
Yeah. And now that the missions are even more random, it's not, and you can't like build a list that does well on it because it's so random, right? You're gonna play this 1 in 10 games. And it's because you're playing it. Like, are you
It's
serious?
because your opponent picked it.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I do like the fact that if somebody's bringing like samples, I can just declare as a player I will never fucking ever play samples.
Yeah,
And I like that.
that is nice.
That's the only good takeaway I have so far, is that I don't ever have to play samples according to the tournament rules.
Correct. Officially, we'd never have to play samples now.
Yeah. It's a good thing we're banning missions to fix the game, too. Anyway. All right, what is next?
So those are the only crisis changes.
Yeah.
There's 3 tactics cards that got some cleanup on language. Under Your Skin for Sentinels, Professionals, and the
real
Initiative.
quick,
I don't know if there's anything
Zach.
major.
You did miss one thing. They are adding another type of extract token as well. Or secure token.
We talked about that.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, but we don't know what it
another
is yet. They've just talked about what
Point
it
of
will be.
interest.
We don't have
Yeah, no,
another card.
they don't have the card yet, but they did talk about a zone of control thing.
Oh, where it's just like like a King of the Hill kind of thing.
Dude, I
Kinda.
love King of the Hill. I'm down.
Yeah. Basically.
It's just hard to balance in a game where characters have different threat values and health totals
Yeah,
and stuff.
it-
Like, does a 1 health Hulk like count as more than like a full health Black Panther?
Yeah, it's
So it's less about that. It says there's going to be a 90-degree arc marked on the secure, and then people within range 3 of that arc are affected by the special rules, and maybe that's how it's scored. We don't have an example of it. They're just setting up that there's going to be the zone of controls.
Well, clearly there's another character or card on the peerless list, right? So we
Yes.
like that.
Actually,
matters?
there is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they
Look
did
at you.
it
Okay.
finally. And now we know why.
All right, so
We know why now.
let's get to the big part. I'm ready for the spice.
All right.
Because
You want the
right
character
now I feel like
changes.
I'm eating sewage, and I want to get to the tasty bits.
All right, we'll
CJ,
get to the
you don't look
character cards
excited.
then.
This is the least exciting part for me, I hate to say.
No.
It's the tactic card changes.
There will be parts of this Brandon really likes, I think.
They changed.
Okay, so. Oh, I skipped ahead. I've broken everything. Oh no, this is the May update. Okay. All right, hit me.
There's 3 tactic card changes. They don't matter. It's just clean.
They're all just cleanups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No relevant changes. It's
Nothing
just-
changes.
It's not
about the
really
rules.
functional.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
Character changes.
Character updates. You
Cassandra.
want to start with the small ones or with the big ones?
We could just. I figured we go alphabetically like
Go
they got it.
alphabetical, yeah.
Oh. All right. I scrolled down a little bit. I see Cassandra. now.
Yes. They got nice
I say-
summaries.
Yeah, read the
Yeah.
summaries.
All right. Engineer +1 hit point on the back. Nerf. Irrelevant. It's slightly better.
Yeah, so slightly
Okay.
slightly better.
That's a pretty light touch.
You're going to see a theme.
So I'm just thinking, as for such a light touch, why did we wait 3 years for this?
I don't know. I was really excited when they said no, Cassandra was on the list, and I was like, oh boy, what are they going to do to her? And they're like,
Now,
nudge.
I actually agree that I think she was playable.
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
But the fact that they nerfed her, like, this is almost a net negative. Like, mind possession being advanced the model was so impactful. It's been the main reason to play her. So by taking away the main reason to play her, the quality of life stuff kind of is irrelevant. 3 out of 10?
Yeah.
Eh.
I think that
Like,
I think the
I don't
extra
think the game is
power
better
on
now.
the power phase might be.
Sure,
change the
but
math
like
some.
the reason she needed more power is because she was mind possession every turn. But she's not going to mind possession because it's worse than.
I mean, advanced.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as good into like long movers, right?
Well, it's exactly as good into everybody.
Yeah.
It's a full move of lost time.
Yeah.
It's direct tempo loss of actions.
Well, I mean,
And
it's
so now-
it's still always happening though. So
But now only short movers are hit by that same effect. It always went before. It was always triggered.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least they didn't change that. It's still a guaranteed S move that goes around psychic deflection and stuff.
Oh, they've already updated DB. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still helmet stops it, but I don't know. I don't see how that makes the game better. This is a wasted update. They could have picked any other character that needed this more or needed nerfed more.
needed one more power more.
Yeah, like that doesn't change the game. Like the game is the same. Cassandra No will still not get played.
Not potentially.
Well, you say that now.
Well, I mean, she'll probably get played more as Sentinels become alive.
They did become alive.
Speaking of Sentinels.
Speaking of the devil.
Both Sentinels got updated. The Mark IV got a pretty significant one. 4
Right.
physical on the front.
Thank God.
Or 4
Wow.
physical
We
in
just
general.
talked about how...
Thank God.
We literally just talked about how defense dice suck, though.
But, like, why were they defense 3?
Correct.
Okay, so they gave you a free power to spend on your booster. They gave you an extra hit point. They gave you an extra defense. Well, they moved your defense point to a better spot.
Yes.
Collateral damage.
They crush things under them now.
Which is rad.
And then
Okay, so that's cool. But the fact that, again, we waited 3+ years for them to figure out Sentinels suck because of their large bases is
hey, at least
interesting.
they figured it out.
Yeah, this feels like a can we make Sentinels playable because it's our big release for the next quarter.
Yes, correct.
Because
Yes.
that
Correct.
them changing the throw rules, like they
Oh,
changed a
yeah,
core
that
rule
is
of the
true.
game to make
Yeah, but
Sentinels
like, there's
better.
only one fucking character in the game that can throw them.
No, there's not. There's a bunch.
I don't think it's about throwing them. I think it's about them taking less damage from
I think
dodging.
it's both.
No.
Them people throwing things into them was annoying. Them people throwing them into each other was catastrophic.
Am I crazy? Who can
Like
throw them?
that's 6 damage. Sorry, 7 damage. Just throwing one Sentinel was 7 damage dealt to their team, and they only had 3 physical. Like that is catastrophically bad. They were the team that needed that. You know what you could have done? Reduce impact damage by 2 just on Sentinels. Like actually make them punch you to
reduce
death.
dodge damage. Yeah.
I like the other changes. The 4 physical's good. Or they could have just given him damage reduction. Like, it would have been fine.
I think DR would have
Yeah.
made more sense for like being on theme.
Plasma leak, injured side attack, up to strength 5, gains 1 power. Oh.
And they don't automatically
So if I remember
take
right
damage
before,
now.
Plasma Leak did not gain power. So like once they flipped,
Yeah.
they did not have a way to gain power other than their damage power matrix.
Yeah, and they used to automatically take damage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's clearly a very good change for Sentinel Mark IV.
Sentinel Prime
it's-
got a touch too, but finish up on that.
Same defense change,
He got
+1 hit point.
lowered hit points.
Yeah, lowered hit points on both sides.
Yeah, he went from
Oh.
10-8 to 9-7. Also gets an extra dice, but can only add 2 more. So just kind of giving you that up front.
I think the big
+1
thing
range.
is that leadership change. I don't hate.
They don't blow
It's
ass
actively playable
It's exactly the same.
now. No, it's not.
No,
You used to not get the
it's
KOs.
dazes or KOs.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, it used to
Yeah.
just be dazes.
Yep, that's better. That's fine.
What I
It's
agree
okay,
with. I agree with.
you never K anyone with Sentinels.
They changed Sentinel programming as well.
It's because it
where-
used to just say superpowers, so like Cyclops couldn't field leader them, and now it says enemy correctly, so now you can move them
Yeah.
with allied superpowers.
Yeah.
Oh no, did it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It used to just say superpowers.
They
You
had
couldn't field
shitty
leader them.
helmet.
yeah, they had bad helmet where your friends couldn't help you. And then there's what was
Okay,
the other thing?
cool.
Oh, pattern analysis isn't reroll all the time now. It's just
Once per turn.
Yeah, which is correct. That should be how that power always works.
That's a big nerf.
Yeah, it is a huge nerf, but
That was
that's
like the
also
only reason people played him.
well. They've changed him now. There's other reasons to play them.
Sure, like I think that's a pretty big hit though. The main reason to play him has been taken away. They hit his health pool and they hit his rerolls.
Yeah, because that used to be he used to be like a big like a 5-thread like Shuri almost, where you just like reroll.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things to me is that the Mark IVs have the acceptable collateral damage where they destroy terrain. Sentinel Prime does not.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
Huh.
That's so. And you know what? I bet you that's 100% because they didn't fit on the card.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, that's 100%. Yeah.
I bet that. Did they say that on the stream?
No, but like literally,
No, but I would
everyone's like,
guarantee
Okay.
that's what it is.
That's
Oh,
100% why.
But looking at the book I have to read to play this character, I agree with Brandon.
well, he's not that bad.
God damn it.
I mean, I'm
No, I mean,
One,
I don't.
2, 3,
I'm not
4,
complaining
5,
about the number
6,
of words.
7, 8 things.
Yeah, but 3 of them are just explaining how Sentinels work. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
exactly.
Like they could have combined them.
yeah, it could have been
Make a
Sentinel.
Sentinel keyword and then tell us what it does in the core rulebook. I'll look it up later.
The real problem is he has a leadership, honestly. If they didn't have leadership, there would
Or
have
if
been
they could
an
have
issue.
like a free
But that's just
tactic card
funny.
leadership, move that
Yeah.
off. Because like, there's no reason.
But then you have to print the card and you have to put it in a box. What box do you put it in?
the box they're making of these these characters.
So it's probably already designed in at the printer.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah. So
Anyway.
buffs to the Sentinels, but
All right, now
Yeah,
Kind of
clearly
hurrah.
Sentinel players.
a shadow nerf kind of to Sentinel Prime though. Like his pattern
Can you
analysis.
guys turn on your cameras so we cannot talk over each other, please?
Oh, sorry.
Mostly Zach.
Oh. But yeah,
I can't see you guys, so I don't know when you're supposed to be talking. I guess my camera's off too. That's my fault.
that's the pot calling the kettle
We started
black,
at a
huh?
weird time. I know.
I don't have a camera.
Yeah, we know.
Shut up.
We're not
Shut
interested in hearing what you have to say.
That's fine. 'Cause I have spicy takes down the line.
Yeah, his.
Mhm.
Well, okay, but yeah, I think overall Sentinels got better, but I think pattern analysis being on the guillotine for that, I don't know if that's worth it, because that was really cool and that was nice that he could do
Yeah,
that.
again, it's like the standard Nova thing. They nerf the best thing about it and then buff the quality of life shit. And you're like, eh.
Yeah, good and bad. I mean, if they could have kept pattern analysis, I would have definitely be okay with him losing a little bit more life too,
Yeah.
if that's what they were worried about. But whatever, that's how it works.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to tell
Okay.
with them because we have so many new Sentinels coming out that it's hard to really evaluate the Sentinel changes when we're like, well, there's
Yeah.
going to be 4 more of them. So
Yeah, I know they're trying to make Sentinels playable right before the new release. I think they were kind of released as a meme the first time, but I think I would still rather them do it that way. Don't release shit that's broken just because you want to push it out. If you want to test new stuff, start low and then dial it in. You can't just release CGR every time you want to try something new.
Yeah.
You got to start at Sentinels and then figure it out. Because if you release Sentinels, some people are annoyed. If you release CGR, it breaks the game. Like you have to start low and go high.
I think that's the correct way to do it, and I agree 100%. I think if they would have, like, if in a little bit they go, hey, this thing we released, we realized it isn't very good. We're gonna tune it up a little bit. That I think that's a better feel for the game as well.
Yeah.
Because you can tamp stuff up way easier than you can tamp stuff down.
All right, let's go next.
next up, we've got major changes to Dormammu. He's the greatest 8 threat in the game now.
I don't believe you.
He really didn't get too much. They cleaned up the wording on the leadership finally to happen with the damage during cleanup so you don't daze yourself. So that part is great. Should have been done already.
Finally.
They changed his wilds on Shadow Bolt, his wild triggers, to skulls, which is nice. So that you can't have your opponent re-roll out of them to get rid of the sap power and the hex and stuff. So that's a nice little update. And finally, now when he's attacking, he counts his own skulls as successes, not just yours.
I thought you did anyway.
I believe he only
Are you
counted
sure?
the enemy's skulls. That's at least what they say in the wording here. I don't remember. I have to check my Dormammu card, but they say now that is a change.
Yeah, because all the cards online have been updated.
No,
already.
Jarvis has not been updated.
Okay, let's just check Jarvis.
He also
Correct.
had
Adds the-
Peerless
I would-
added to him.
No, they're crazy. He adds both skulls in the attack and defense.
Yeah,
He already did.
yeah,
okay.
he did.
Well, he
Yeah.
did have
Thanks,
Peerless
AMG,
added.
for fixing the game.
Oh, he did it. Huh.
He had Peerless added. That's not noted. So now finally.
Wait,
you
wait,
can't
wait,
play
wait, wait, wait,
Dormammu
wait, wait.
Thanos.
Hold on.
Wait, what's?
How is this not a direct nerf to Dormammu?
Hold on. What is it? What the fuck does this say at the bottom? I can't. This doesn't make sense. Additionally, when attacking at the end of the modified dice step, add one failure result to this character's roll for each failure in the defense roll. They did change that then.
Oh,
It means you're not
so
getting
you not
all
only
of them.
count your own.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh. Your opponent's failures
count
count
one.
as 2.
This character suffers damage.
I think he already had that. This is a
No,
wording
no,
change
wait.
on it, but I think he already counted
No,
your
this is-
enemy's
this
Yeah, it's a complete
skulls.
rewrite of the same rule because it doesn't say he counts his own skulls.
Yeah.
It says add to the pool.
But yeah,
So yeah,
When attacking.
your opponent's skulls are going to count as 2. When attacking, at the end of the modified dice step, add 1 skull to this character's roll for each skull in the defense roll. When attacking, this character adds skull results to its total successes. No, they just changed the word, so he doesn't care how many skulls your opponent has. It just adds skulls to your roll equal to theirs. But you don't count their skulls, you count your skulls.
Yeah.
You're just adding skulls to your roll.
But adding scores to your roll is more sap power on Shadow Bolt. So now
Yes,
theirs count
yes, it
for
is.
you, but now you're set.
Oh, that's why they did
So
it.
that's why that's relevant. Or the
Okay.
same with Dark Miasma. If you didn't roll a skull, but they did, their skull can give you the trigger for
Okay.
on incantation. So that's interesting.
Or you just take the fucking skull trigger out of the fucking 4-factor trigger.
Mhm.
I do believe they changed that trigger. I think there used to be a block in there, and now it's a hit instead.
Correct. Yeah, it used to be a wild hit block skull. So now it's only wild hit crit skull? Yeah. Interesting.
Did they also change the wording on Incantation of Obliteration on can't be targeted again this round? What was the
Yes.
old wording?
No, that's
I think
correct.
it was just this attack.
No, it's Incantation of Obliteration this round. That's the same last sentence.
So you can't double Obliteration unless you basically don't hit the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is clearly worthy of the Peerless rating. One of the top 2 characters in the whole game now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad they...
I do know there's some Dormammu fans out there that will be happy.
I'm happy.
We're talking with one, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Zach likes his.
Are
Okay.
we ready for the next one?
Hold on, was his teleport always cost 3?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes.
Because he starts with 2.
I thought he could place himself on the first turn.
I don't believe so.
Huh. I guess I'm just crazy. I thought he could place himself
No.
on the first turn.
He gets a shit ton of power. Because they get damaged by Flames of the Faultine during the first power phase.
But-
right?
No, they don't.
Well, you only get damaged if you have more than 5 power.
That's what it is. Okay, yeah. So no, he doesn't get the extra power.
Okay, so you just start the game with 1 power?
2.
2. He starts with 2. Because everybody gets an additional 1 from Flames of the Faultine.
That's right. Yeah, this character and each other. Okay. Alright, cool.
Yeah, tempt up.
I'm already upset. I scrolled down.
Are you ready for
Black
the next?
Widow, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. gets a
I'll
health.
do. I'll
on
do
each
them.
shot.
I'll do 'em.
Okay.
Rapid
All right,
fire.
I'll do 'em. Health stamina. Black Widow Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. up to 6 from 5. Injured is up to 6 from 5. Absolutely fuck yeah. Sign me up. I like this character.
Okay.
I can't wait to watch the light die in CJ's eyes.
So here's my problem with this. There's 30 to 40 3-point characters that needed this help. She was not one of them.
Yeah, she's not even near the bottom of the list,
This
I
is
think.
100% playing favorites.
They
Yeah.
wanted to draw that new art that you can look up online.
It is a nice art. Like, I'm not... Zero problems with the art. Problems with the choice.
Yeah.
I have a whole tray of models that fucking needed this
Well,
that didn't get it.
Brandon, you're going to like the next couple changes then.
I doubt it.
We'll go to Hawkeye. Injured are healthy up to 5 from 4, and injured up to 6 from 5. Once again, fuck yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Hawkeye
Sign me up.
actually needed the hit.
Hawkeye needed
That's
that
actually
badly.
crazy good for Hawkeye.
Oh my god.
Desperately.
I'm out. I'm officially out.
Okay, next one.
I saw the next one.
What?
Nick Fury, healthy side stamina up to 7 from 6, and injured up to 6 from 5. Fuck yeah, absolutely, sign me up.
I just love that we're just officially kingmakering factions now.
Yeah.
I love that it's just out in the open and no one has to talk about it.
Point of order, and I could be wrong. I believe Nick Fury has had an FAQ forever where if you have fewer VP opponents and you lose a character, it's dazed or KO'd, it is a non-grunt character. I believe there is a FAQ out there about this, and it's curious they did not put that on his card, despite reprinting it. So
Let me see.
Well, hold on. So they've updated the card now. That overrides all previous FAQs.
Exactly. So now my
Yeah,
grunt
so-
does once again count for points.
Great.
Sign me up.
All right, Shield Operatives innate superpower updated to specify extract objective tokens instead of civilian or asset.
There is no.
Oh, because they need to be able to hold prisoners. That's
Yeah.
right.
There is no FAQs for Nick Fury.
There's none?
None.
It's Sam's leadership that has.
Yeah, I
the
think you're
extra things.
thinking of Sam.
I might be thinking of Sam.
Let's skip Emma for a moment because she's got some bigger changes.
Oh.
There's a few more that just have stamina changes, so let's just finish those off and then we'll come back.
Okay.
So Professor X
Oh,
injured
wow, they're
side
buffing.
up to 6 from 5.
Wow, he's so good now.
Similarly, Psylocke injured side up to 6 from 5. Star-Lord injured side up to 6 from 5.
yeah.
Yondu
God damn
plus
it.
one more on both. So Yondu now has 7, 6. He's got 13.
Hell yeah.
So you're
so upset.
There is a caveat to
I am actually legit upset.
So here's the caveat though, and I've only confirmed this by looking through the Discord chats and stuff. I think they finally broke down, and they're not going to do biannual updates. They think that any time these character packs come out, so like quarterly, every time the character pack comes out, they're just going to release them as the character pack comes out. So these are the next ones coming out.
What do you mean?
So like the only reason we've seen
Oh, these are the upcoming affiliation boxes?
yes,
Okay.
and then as soon as the next
Okay, if they're going to do an update for every repackage, I'm less upset.
I believe that's from what I was reading. That's what they're doing.
I also was told Magneto was getting a rework, and there was 35 updates coming in April.
Magneto reworked how throws work. That's his
Yeah.
buff.
So nerf?
Magneto fixed size 1 throws on his own.
Yeah, exactly. He's now armed with spears.
Yeah.
No,
I just want you to understand how many size 1s will be on the board after turn 1.
so I could say that because they have confirmed that Mr. Sinister is getting updated. It's just not being released yet until this box comes out. So there's a couple more still in the pipeline that'll come out quarter 2 or 3 or whatever it is. So as these come out, I believe they're doing just re-release it. The cards will actually be getting some updates now because a lot of these are
For everyone still playing the game at that point.
yeah for Sentinels players are eating pretty good for a little bit. Don't happen to know anyone who
when
has.
their models come out.
I'll get a couple.
So
games
we haven't gotten Emma yet, but I see no reason to get excited about putting Sentinels on the table. I'm less upset by it, but I'm not excited.
I am less upset at it. I am very excited. The new models look dope, but Emma's still here. So Zach, I believe Emma's one of your favorite characters.
Yeah, we'll start with Emma. She's got big changes on both the regular and the diamond side. So starting off on the normal side, her spender, the trigger or the effect changed from being a size 4 a throw away, that before damage is dealt, you may advance them their speed away from this character. So they stole that from Cassandra Nova. They gave it to Emma Frost instead. If you do that, they suffer a damage. You were throwing them, so they were already suffering that damage. But they stole that from Cassandra
Why
Nova.
would you choose to not?
I think you would, even if you just move them a smidge.
You can
do it.
advance 0. That's an advance.
Yeah. The May. You're saying why is it
so
a May?
it's a May because it is
I guess
advance away.
Yeah.
You might want to hit
I
him.
may advance away. I choose to advance 0.
Yeah,
I advance 0 away.
Oh, I guess it's not a push, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
weird.
like how you can
Why
charge
the fuck
but
would you
not move.
choose to not?
Yeah.
I guess if you didn't want them to die.
Yeah, if you want to like hold him.
Yeah. We'll keep them on 1 for like the next round or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
She got a new
But then
superpower.
why are you
Yeah,
using
I
your
don't
spender? If you want
She
them
got
to
a new
live?
superpower, telepathic lash. Choose an enemy within 3, roll 3 dice. They suffer damage for crits, wilds, and hits. If they suffer damage, you advance them short. So she's got a
That's incredibly good.
That's incredibly good, a non-attack way to move someone, especially she still has where you can't use reactive powers and stuff. Obviously doesn't get around helmet, but a great way for her to be able to move someone. So I feel like she has a lot more ways to move people now.
There was also so many activations where she wouldn't be within like 1 move of somebody, and she'd have to double move.
Mm-hmm.
Giving her something to do on those turns is incredibly impactful.
Next up, when her diamond form, when she transforms, now can be triggered by a dodge roll. I also kind of want to say it used to cost 1, maybe not.
It
but
did used to cost 1.
It is now. It is so it's 0. It can be triggered by a dodge roll, which is huge. And she did lose telekinetic deflection, where she could just avoid collisions. So now you can throw at her, but now she can transform for that instead.
But she's also physical and energy 5.
On the diamond side, yes.
That's good.
Diamond side got very interesting. So her spender now costs 5 instead of 6. Both attacks are the same, other than that. She can now throw characters with her throw. So she was only able to throw terrain. Now she can also throw size 3 characters, which is nice. And now she has an opportunity at the beginning of her activation in diamond form to lose all her power and immediately transform back into the normal form. Or it can be like it used to be, where if she finishes her activation in diamond, she will automatically transform back. But basically, you now have a choice of, I need to go back to diamond form immediately for the power inhibition for the longer range attacks and stuff. The cost is you have to dump all your power to do it.
It gives you an option. You're not just stuck in diamond form
Yes.
for a turn.
Well, yeah. So the only things you would be able to have is 1 power inhibition, which is not nothing, and then psychic spike. That's the only other thing you would get because you'd be out of power.
Yeah.
Well, it's also in diamond form, she only has the range 2 attacks, and the regular form has range 4. So, like, when you get the place back and then range 4, like, now you might actually be able to attack someone instead of just moving twice and throwing terrain.
Yeah, she's not just locked into it.
Her increased survivability with the extra defense dice also makes you think about actually using her leadership to heal her.
Yeah.
It's worth it now.
Yeah, this is like an actual update as opposed to everything else we just read.
Yeah, I think these are really good updates for her. I think they help her out, but you might actually go into diamond form, and diamond form has some more use, and you have a way to get out of it if you want to or need to. I think overall these are very good changes for her. I think changing from the throw to the advanced speed away is fine. The throw was great, but I think sometimes you'd rather just walk them away, and that's perfectly fine too.
Moving people their speed out of activation is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Especially for a 4-pointer on a
wild,
very affordable spender.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 power on a ranged attacker is not hard to get to. Range 3 spender to then on a wild terrify the enemy and just walk them long. Like that could be devastating. At least it is triggered away. It's not just anything.
Yeah, I would agree. Triggering away there is important. That she can't just take them any direction. But again, with the power inhibition, it means they can't do anything if they don't have helmet. And so it's really great.
Yeah. I almost think this is too much for a character that wasn't unplayable by any means.
I think she's now
admittedly
more
though,
splashable than she was. Or more like useful as just a Brotherhood 4 instead of as, I'd rather not.
Her having to actually follow the rules to be a leader, like, I kind of wish that they still leaned into, like, trying to make her more of a Hellfire Club character, but I get it.
I think this actually kind of solidifies her position as a leader, though. I think that these changes kind of make her less of, like, I sit in the back and don't come at me. Because, like, now...
You mean leader in the term of she's doing things on the board that are impactful, and not, like, she is the leader of a team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She now actually has a role within it, and she's not just the person. Okay, well, Emma has to sit in the back because it's Emma. If I lose Emma, I lose the leadership. Like, but now it's like I feel like she's the defense changes. Defense dice suck, but these aren't nothing. Giving her a couple other options.
Well, I'm just saying that you're far more likely to see her out of Hellfire Club now because her base kit is stronger.
Yeah,
Yes.
that too.
I think the combination she has
more of a leader.
Yeah, I think the combination she has of potential on turn 1, depending on crisis, obviously a lot of things. The fact that she could move up, psychic spike someone, and advance them towards you, and then potentially telepathic leash them, and then advance them towards you again. Like, she's going to be able to kidnap people and have them take double short moves out of activation to potentially run into range of Magneto or Apex or something a lot scarier. And I think that could potentially be an issue for her wherever she is. That I don't think very many people can kidnap like that anymore. And she needs to do damage and needs dice, but still feels like that could have a big impact.
If she's in Hellfire Club, you just need the dice. Because you could just have 2 people take damage for her.
True. That's a great point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I like the changes. I like them from a lore perspective too, because she's only telepathic and she's not telekinetic, and they finally fixed that.
By her being able to throw people?
And deflect terrain and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I just assumed the no impact damage was because she's made of diamond.
That was on her fleshy
form. Not because
though.
she was like, was it? I thought it was on the backside. Or on the diamond form.
No, it was always on her front. It was on her skin form.
Okay. Well, then that definitely makes more sense.
Yeah. Because it would make sense if she's diamond. If you threw something into her, she could not take damage.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was.
Always been on the front side, the normal. That's why people are like, whatever.
Okay, knowing that this is just mainly an update to new release characters, I feel less pissed off.
Yeah, this is not what we're getting.
Because they're like, we're just updating 5 shield characters from literally no fucking...
Yeah, I was like, wait.
You hate us because you ain't us,
You hate us because I ain't
us. So then looking at this, so Guardians are getting rebooks. Or did they just get rebooks?
No, they have a new box coming.
They're about to.
Okay. So that makes sense. Psylocke is in a new box?
Yes, with Emma and Jean Grey and Professor X.
Okay. But not Shadow King?
No, Shadow King is later with Mr. Sinister, Juggernaut, and Omega Red.
Okay.
I believe
Okay,
I've
that
heard
makes
there's
sense.
confirmed Shadow King changes too, whenever that comes.
Well, God, he's gonna fucking need it. Okay, and then obviously the shield box. What about Dormammu? Dormammu's just an update.
No, they are re-releasing
And
him as
se-
well. He's getting reprinted.
There's new terrain. There's like new Dark Dimension terrain. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering they just showed. So I'm wondering when that's coming. That could be part of it.
So there's also a chance, and this is a tiny chance, that some of the new characters revealed actually fit in with a Dormammu release.
Hmm. All right. Do we have anything else to talk about changes wise?
Nope.
No, I believe that was it.
Okay. Are we ready for our trash scale?
Yeah, hit me.
In honor of Aaron, and I'm going to be the empathetic Aaron. I'm going to channel him for
This
this.
is a good Aaron.
I'm going to give this a -5 on the Aaron trash scale.
Okay.
I think that's being fairly optimistic.
That's fair. I can see, especially with how throws have been changed. I do understand that that's kind of that to me that feels like out of nowhere.
That definitely feels like a lazy, weird, out of place change.
Yeah.
I definitely don't remember anyone ever recently complaining about throws. Like, it's just like, why are you devoting your attention into knee-jerk, like, emergency brake pulling, random fucking mechanics
Yeah, 'cause there's
in the game that
nothing-
nobody's talking about?
This change is like widely impacting the game, and it's. I mean, we knew that there was gonna be changes coming out for this event,
Yeah.
but like, no. I mean, the fact that we looked at rules changes is insane. I did not expect any rules changes. I did not expect throws, which I don't believe anyone was like, "Fuck, dude, my character's throwing too much." You know, take it. I mean, what's the? You get like what? There's 2 size 4s maybe on a table if you're following the guide.
Usually, it's supposed to be 1.
Yeah, as I
one
said,
is the,
maybe
like-
2.
Yeah. 2 would be a very heavy 4 table.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm cautiously worried that this is going to radically change the game, and I don't think that it's tough. This is I agree. I'm kind of down on it. I wish that they did something else besides this to kind of shake the game up, because it does feel like we need to shake the game up. How do we do it? Throws are different. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think
Think about
about
it this
making
way,
more changes at the same time that webs re-roll less dodge dice, or you don't DR against dodges, or something like that, to balance that out on the other side is like you said, Hulkbuster leadership is like, oh, you just don't take any damage from throws now. Or like every
If that's
DR
what they
character.
wanted to do, they could have just done character colliding with something takes 1, character being collided with takes 2. And just make it a flat rule. There's no dodging.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I threw a dumpster into you, take 2 damage. Like, it's just flat.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of stuff they could have done to worry about game balance. This doesn't feel like a game balance change. This feels like a shake-up change. Or they're trying to specifically change one very specific interaction. And I think it was Sentinels. I think they were like, we don't know how to fix this without just making Sentinels immune to throws.
Yeah, and it feels like they played like 50 Sentinels games. Like, man, it fucking sucks getting your Sentinels thrown into each other. Well, what if we change?
It's
the
good
rules
that
of the
they did
game?
that after they came out.
Yeah.
And not before they came out.
Yeah.
You know, that thing we like to call testing.
Yeah, testing. Yeah, because it did.
You just let people.
As somebody
deal
who
with
played
the
a lot of
fucking
Sentinel
shit
games,
show.
you're just like, you throw my Sentinels into each other? Yeah. Oh, that's bad. It's very bad.
That is bad.
It's 6 damage.
So what I was going to say about this is think about it this way. In every MiniExtravaganza or keynote, I think we've left thinking the game was in a better place than before it happened. Is that true this time? I don't think it is. Because the takeaway of Emma got better, Dormammu got a little better, and Cassandra Nova is different now. And then a bunch of changes I dislike. I'm not really feeling like the game's in a better place than it was before, because I think the throw change is abysmal. I think a lot of these character updates are throwaway at best. There's like 3 that are relevant, and I think the relevant ones are probably fine.
Yeah, so
And then there's 3 rule changes that are literally fucking irrelevant or bad.
I think that the problem I have is I like the changes to priority. Like, now that priority is like a little more random after deployment, I think that change is good. I think that I would like the direction of the 2 new extracts, or the 2 new crises. I like. What else was it? There's one more thing. There's one more point I was going to have. I think the character changes for once. I've done none of these character changes. I go, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah, they didn't buff Black Cat.
Yeah, exactly. And those are good things. The throw changes. I'm just gonna hold out and see how that does, because it could be catastrophic. That could be the nail in the coffin, because it's just like
The mission change
no,
or
the throw changes. I agree. I don't want to make a call, but I'm trending towards this could be pretty bad overall, and it could have maybe just been a Sentinel rule or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think that the mission change just removes player choice a lot. Like anytime you invalidate my decisions, I think the game is worse. And that's all that change does. Is it just removes your decision making process from the game.
Yeah, I think they're reading the little paragraph they had about it. They were talking about how like, well, now you don't want to set up like you have the first turn. Like you kind of need to if you want to.
What's your other choice?
Yeah.
I'm going to deploy assuming my opponent's going to go first. So when I go first, I get no advantage for it.
Yeah, they said
why the fuck would you
do
do
that?
It doesn't make any sense.
They think it's going to make everyone deploy in a neutral manner to kind of
That's not a thing.
Well, that's the thing.
You have hard fixed range bands on specific deployments. That's not how that works. You can't deploy within range of 2 tokens. You made the game work like that.
Yeah.
This is a you problem. If you could play within range of 2, we wouldn't have had a fucking problem in the first place. I don't see how they playtested that for more than like 5 games and said, well, I didn't see an immediate problem.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Well, let's see. I don't know if there's any action. Well, the weird thing too is they didn't do any like affiliation changes this time around too, which I feel like they've done before. Like there's no
affiliation change, like adding and removing from affiliations.
Yeah. They've done that before too.
I think that was just a one-time thing. Like when they felt bad about the issue with Winter Guard specifically, and they're like, we need to move Winter Guard people in. So last time they did that. But before we haven't really seen affiliation updates. That was pretty rare.
I guess it was all one big document, huh?
Yeah. It was also like X-Men players are sad that they don't get Cowboy Hat Wolverine, so I guess we'll give them Cowboy Hat Wolverine.
Well, Cowboy Hat Wolverines are, I believe he's always been X-Men. I don't think they ever added him.
He was on release, but he was not originally. When they did the teaser, he wasn't. Everyone bitched and moaned on Facebook until they changed it.
Interesting.
And then we had a super meta list because they made one of the best models in the game, X-Men, out of nowhere.
Very good for the X-Men. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I would give it a. We'll see. Because we might be. I don't know. I don't want to put like. I don't want to commit to.
You can put whatever grade you want on it.
I don't. But that's the thing, though. It's like I don't want to grade it because it's.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be the trash can. It could be anything you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Like one of my favorite grades is 3 pizza rolls.
Oh, that's
like,
a good one.
Give it whatever you want.
I inherently still like the game, and I'd like to see it improve. I am going to cautiously give this a 3 stars.
Well, this was the improvement, though.
Yeah,
this was the improvement.
Well, there's stuff like I said. You're
gonna wait a year for another improvement.
There is improvements. It's just I don't know if it's gonna be enough. So I'll give it like a. I'll give it a firm handshake after the end of it.
You can give it one handshake.
I'll give it a good firm, like a good job interview handshake. Yeah. Like you think you just aced the interview maybe, but like honestly,
dry hand, firm, not too firm.
But the guy that you just interviewed with, he's like,
but you say the guy's name wrong.
Yeah, he's not giving you the job.
Like,
he's like,
Mr. Johnson is like, it's Jensen actually. And you're like, oh shit. Like...
Yeah, something like that. That's how I feel about it.
My grade, I'll give it 1. I'll give it 1 stamina on the healthy side and 1 stamina on the injured side. That's the grade I'll give it.
No. With today's numbers, that means it's 2 because they got +1.
Yep.
Look, we fixed our game. We gave 5 random characters +1 stamina.
No, they're just
look how good we're doing with our update.
I wish they'd given Dormammu 2 more. Give him 12-12. What's the worst that's going to happen? Just give it to him.
Yeah. I'd be okay. I would be way happy in a Dormammu dominated meta now.
If you ask for it. All right.
God, I would love a Dormammu meta. Fuck.
Yeah, the monkey's paw curls.
All right, Josh. I feel like you've been really waiting. You got this one in the chamber for a while. What is your total rating?
I've been charging up. On a 5-pointed shield star, I am going to give it 2 points.
No, you're supposed to not give an actual range. That's the whole
you're supposed to
point
give
of
it
the
a.
range.
I give it 6 jalapenos. I don't know, man.
Spicy?
Spicy. I like the character changes, and this is actually, I'm sure if you go back and listen, the kind of character change I've been arguing for a long time, where it's like, hey, one more stamina here or there, maybe change a defense. So much of the game just needs that to really mix things up. Love the character changes. As an Asgard player, I don't think I like the throwing change, because it's not something I relied on, but there have been games where I throw 2 to 3 pieces of terrain every turn and just smush my opponent. So I understand wanting to tamp down the random mechanic of it, but this doesn't feel super great. Like I said, we just armed Magneto with a ton of spears, and he is.
I still think it's gonna be worse than it was before.
I just
You're gonna run out of size 1s real fast.
Well, just even size 2s, like.
No, because they are size 2s already.
Well, they are size 2s. That's correct.
The damage of size 2s.
I guess
that
what,
would just be
what I'm trying to think
all
is
the size 3s are now size 2s.
I am far less inclined to want to spend power to throw buildings, size 4, size 3s now. So I'll be curious to see how that changes up some of my playstyle. Because before, like, if I'm playing Thor 1, not that I play him very often, but if it was like, oh, do I want to throw a size 4 or do I want to go for the charge? Now I'm like, I think I'm just going to go for the charge every single time. And then if I happen to have excess power near something for a throw, I'll do it. Go, CJ.
So, I just also realized that we can all rip up our Brace for Impact cards now.
I was going to say something about that. I don't think you'll rip it up, but I think it's now an actual choice. This is the one thing they accomplished with this change is they made Brace for Impact probably not the most played card.
They could have just got rid of
the
all
goal?
they've done.
Well,
but instead they just nerfed all throws. Instead. You can still play the card. You can still play.
They're like, man, we got to do something about Brace. I have an idea.
Dude, I don't think people realize what a nerf to attrition fighting this is. The number of damage like you can do in a game has dropped noticeably.
Yeah, so the only thing that could potentially save it at this point, I think, for attrition teams is if any of these releases are just fucking monster attrition pieces. Even Splash.
Right, but then you're invalidating everything that came before that. By just power creeping.
Yes, and also if any of these, I gotta look and see what the release schedule is, but I think there's some stuff coming up that could potentially, not necessarily power creeping, but also I know there's a ton of new leaderships coming for traditionally as attrition focused factions that might help out. So,
first thing, I have not played Brace in a year because I'm not a coward. And B, I entirely agree with Brandon that my attrition teams are going to be hurting, and
how many
I
throws
don't
were
feel
you
like
doing? First, it's the Asgardians. How many throws were you doing with Shield?
None. I don't think I actually have any throws.
Correct. How many throws were you doing with Guardians?
Well, at least 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Now, one of them is Ronan throwing a character, so that doesn't really count. But it was about the principle of the matter.
Yeah.
So
I'm not saying that to have a gotcha. I'm saying that as a
no. Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of research to do.
I don't think character throws are meta right now.
Yeah, that's why.
Of all the times you could have picked to stop playing Brace, this was the best time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It's still a very strong card.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're running around in the I-Hulk meta and you're just choosing to lose games.
Yeah, so just for a point of order, I do want to point out that probably the next changes are coming out of these new box sets. And there's an Avengers one, two Avengers ones, the X-Foes one, and then the Brotherhood re-release of Pyro, Blob, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver. So that's probably the next characters getting changed in some way.
If it turns out that they're going to release updates with everything that comes out, that would imply that they've been doing that the whole time, or everyone who's already gotten reboxed is just sorry SOL.
Is there any reboxes where it kind of really fucking hurt them too? I'm trying to think now.
Like Spider Foes just got reboxed.
Yeah.
Brotherhood
Yeah,
got
I think this
reboxed.
means
X-Men got reboxed. X-Men got some updates though.
I think
but
Spider
it
Foes
wasn't
is
directly
not
tied to
getting
the
touched.
rebox.
Spider
Yeah.
Foes must not be getting touched for a long time then.
Yeah.
Criminals, Midnight Suns,
Mhm.
Convocation got touches, but I think they were mostly bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, well, okay, so this is good. This is a spicy take for Spider-Foes. I don't think Spider-Foes really needed anything crazy. There's some underperformers, like Vulture, and...
there's models that needed the fucking shield treatment.
Which one? Craven?
Okay, so we're just looking at the average here. They're just declaring that all 3-pointers need to have 12 hit points, basically.
They did...
Is what this means, according to this update.
Hawkeye didn't get 12.
So if 3-pointers need 12 hit points, why do my 4-pointers have 12 hit points?
Hawkeye still has 10. But no, Hawkeye is
Right,
9.
but he's range 5.
No.
Hawkeye is 9. He had 9. Now he's 11.
Yeah, he's
11. That's what it was. Yeah, it
He's
doesn't have
6'5".
12. That's what it is.
He's a range 5 character with a place 3 that has 11 hit points.
Yeah, no, that is a very good point, and I don't know...
Of every model in the 3-point range that's like a legacy 3-pointer, Widow 2 did not need a fucking update. That is 100% just adjusting for power creep.
Yeah. Now you got me looking at who I know they've re-released so far.
Yeah. Nick Fury here, like 13 hit points is the average. So my tough 4-pointers should have more than 13 hit points.
Yeah, allegedly.
And he's also 4-3-4. Like, he's a regular dude. Like, according to this, Venom should be like 8-7 with 5 defense. Like, what are we looking at? I don't know. That's why I think that, like, I don't like these just board-wide updates. You're like, just give everyone a shield plus 1 hit point. We'll fix the game that way. It's like, no.
Yeah, that's true.
All you've done is invalidate every other faction that had models released.
Well, and you got to look at it like it feels. This kind of goes into what we've said for a little bit. I feel like a lot of times the design bible for this game gets changed radically for no reason. Right? Like they went.
Yeah, I think it's okay to reevaluate what the game needs and what is good for the game. And so I'm not complaining, but like again, Psylocke, she's getting reboxed. So like you saying that she's getting reboxed, which is why she's getting updated, is like cool. She's already a very premium 4-pointer in my opinion.
Yeah.
There are tons of 4-pointers that are way fucking worse than Psylocke, and she got updated. Didn't Enchantress get reboxed? Where's her fucking update?
Inchu.
Yeah. It's like, okay, sorry, I guess as of now. So you're kingmakering when stuff is getting brought back in line with the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And I guess if it wasn't in November of 25, you're fucked. Like, it just is weird.
Yeah.
I don't like that. This isn't curation, this is appeasement, in my opinion.
I don't know if they appeased. The only person I know that it was appeased by Black Widow getting an extra hit point was Josh. So,
I mean, the cynic in me tells me this just them trying to sell the current releases. Like, this stuff is about to come out. Look at all this got buffed. And you're like, and I don't want to say that because I don't think that's actually what's happening.
No, because then,
but man, you could make an argument.
They would have done all kinds of crazy shit for the Asgard pack then. Heimdall.
Why? People are already gonna buy Asgard.
What was that? What was the pack they just did with? Was it Heimdall, Hela, Loki, and Scourge? I can't even remember what that pack was now.
Yeah, the new Wave 2 Asgardians.
Yeah, basically. But they got some touches. I think in that wave, Carnage is the only Spider Foe that got changed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just there's always weird decisions. I think.
Yeah. If they're gonna go through and as they rebox things, give them a little light touch, I'm fine with that. I think that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of giving them a lot of grace here because you said that was something that's been talked about.
Yeah, they specifically
if they
said
stick
that.
with it, good on them. But again, where's all the other updates that we're missing?
Yeah, because I think they're about halfway through the range now.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I don't know.
Let me look real quick to see, just to make sure I'm not crazy.
Yeah, we're basically up through like the Hydra time frame.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the Adepticon roadmap real quick and see what box. So they did no. Oh no. So yeah, no changes for Cable, no changes for Dama, no changes for Honey Badger.
Cable already got reworked.
Yeah, that is true. Nothing for the four. No Black Cat, no Amazing Spider-Man, no Agent Venom, no Spider-Woman. But those are fine. Heimdall, Scourge, Enchantress, Angela. Angela got flurried the assassin to work properly.
Yeah,
now.
They touched her.
The Crime Syndicate pack, I don't think anyone really needed changes in the Crime Syndicate pack. Bullseye got nerfed.
Bullseye got nerfed.
Yeah,
which is fine.
And then where's the other one? Okay, there's some before. Okay, there was Blade, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Doctor Voodoo. No changes there that I can think of. Star-Lord.
I don't know. It just seems like the more we go.
Oh, they did. Well, they did go back. They did actually just go back. Star-Lord got an extra hit point.
Yeah, that just happened.
Interesting.
Which again, like of all leaders in the game that didn't need a fucking buff, Star-Lord.
But he is the only one that went back and did. Yondu just came out. That's kind of weird. And he's not getting re-released. Like, his boxes are still on the shelves.
He doesn't get played, though. Like, it's a direct correlation to play rate.
Yeah.
Like, nobody plays Yondu. And part of that is because nobody bought Yondu. The only the reason you bought Yondu is to play Nova. And if you're playing Nova, you're not playing Yondu.
He's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. We'd have to go back and look. There's no... The Inhumans box never came out,
There's certainly
right?
a lot of fucking changes I would have made that they skipped over.
Yeah.
And so...
For sure. I mean,
it just feels like...
yeah, I was specifically trying
They're just doing shit.
Yeah. I'd have to go back and look at the last round of changes, but yeah, now it feels like, well, they're like, well, fuck, I guess we can just give a couple people some extra HP.
And again, like Josh said earlier, I don't think that's a bad way to go about it, because if you just need to make them in line, you don't need to make them comparable to. Like, they don't need the same abilities.
Yeah. For
sure. I don't think Star-Lord needed an extra hit point. He's already, like, a top-tier leader.
Yeah.
Because he's a three-pointer with a great leadership. But then, looking through, you're like, Psylocke probably didn't need a buff. Especially if, like, all X-Men, there's plenty of other X-Men that could have used it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just everyone plays the same fucking 5 models. It's like, why are you buffing one of the ones that already gets played?
Yeah, and it's weird. So, because there's no changes in... I guess they did Gambit for this X-Men release. Yeah, the timing of how they're doing the updates is just so weird, and the release schedule's been so weird.
Yeah. Okay, let's move past this segment, and is there any teasers?
There are.
From
if you want
models?
to keep going for teasers, we can. But there's quite a few.
I would just like to go through them quickly.
Yeah.
Where are these
So
at?
if you go to... if you've got the unofficial Discord, they've got AMG reveals. I can stream them if you want me to.
Sure,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Give me just a second to share my screen.
They're also on the AMG site.
Oh, are they?
In
Are
the
they
we
really?
got
transmissions.
Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4,
There's quite a few.
5. Well, I'm just looking at like cards that we got revealed for upcoming releases.
Oh, there's cards, actually?
Yes.
Yeah, we got full.
There's 5
full
character
cards.
cards.
Okay. Alright, CJ, you got it?
Yeah, I was just getting ready to make sure everyone was ready. Entire screen. Screen 2. Alright, everyone see it right here. So the first big one is the Iron Men. They revealed Iron Lad, his whole card. He's a 3-threat. Medium mover. Seems pretty typical of a 3-threat. There's nothing crazy he's got. The important thing to note here is his alias is Nathaniel Richards. That'll come up pretty quickly. We've got Ironmonger. They actually revealed almost this entire pack besides Kang. Ironmonger, if you notice, is a 3-threat. He is also on a 65mm base. So he is a size 4 big guy. That's only 3-threat. That's unique. Rescue. Of note here, she's got a couple actual healing abilities. They described her as the first healer in the game, which is insane because Wong exists. Or she might be the first A-Force healer.
And Strange and
Yeah,
Hood
which is
and...
considered the very first true.
How much does she heal?
Let's see here.
Her attacks.
And we've
she has
also
no attacks,
nerfed
just,
every other healer in the game, so
Yeah, so she does all kinds of crazy healing stuff. Her attack heals. She's got a healing action.
I wonder if that's why they changed beams to not damage people.
Yeah. For Rescue, who's Pepper Potts. So, and then they revealed 2 of Kang's tactic cards, which do all kinds of crazy shit.
Anything I should know about immediately?
They interact with the mission tracker.
Oh no! Really? Like they change points or turn counter or something? Or do they just reference it?
They reference it.
Is it so? It's like Zemo's thing, where it's like based on the turn round.
Yeah, it's strange stuff. We've got Adam Warlock's entire card. Notably, not a Guardian of the Galaxy leader. He is a 7-threat, peerless dude. I don't know where they're getting the 7th threat from. Honestly, I don't see anything on here that's like crazy.
What's the Well, it's the stone, right?
Yeah, the stone actually doesn't add. Yeah, the stone does all kinds of crazy shit. And it doesn't add any threat to
Because it's free, so
Yeah.
he's going to get that all the time.
Yeah.
So what does the bonded one do? I can't read it.
When a non-grunt character is dazed or KO'd, this character may gain 1 power, or move up to 1 wound from itself, or move up to 1 special condition from itself. Additionally, this character and other allied characters within 4 cannot lose power as a result of enemy effects.
That's pretty good for free.
So
it's just an extra rule on the bottom of this card.
What's interesting is the new Valkyrie has that rule as well.
Oh,
if
interesting.
You daze or
The
KO,
new Valkyrie is...
Yeah, we got her guard. If you daze or KO an enemy or an allied model, she gets to heal 1 or remove a wound and do things.
He also has being of immeasurable power, the same rule as Thanos, so he can bring 2 stones. Which is interesting because that would actually let him go to 9 threat if you brought not the bonded soul stone and you brought one of the other ones.
Yeah. So, but that also means he doesn't have to spend power to activate them.
Correct.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that might be that could be actually the justification for being a 7 threat. I believe they've talked about having stone changes on him as well, as part of the release as well. So that might be coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got Valkyrie.
So excited!
Yeah, she seems cool. She's a 4 threat.
Crazy
model's
mobility.
dope. Which one?
Literally, I think all of her attacks, and she has 2 movement abilities.
Yeah, so she's a very mobile 4 threat. Kind of average defenses.
Yeah.
Which is probably good. Notably, she's got Guardian of Valhalla, which is the rule we were just referencing. It's basically a better version of Ghost Rider's ability, which kind of sucks. But it's only on dazes, so that kind of is the balancing factor. She's got Airlift and Place 2, so yeah, she's very mobile. And then that's it. That's all of them. We got the new crisis cards from here. Some painted characters.
Okay, so quick, go back some.
Yeah.
To those 2 Sentinels guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Nimrod.
Mm-hmm.
No.
These guys.
When I listened to the stream, it made it sound like those are going to be models that Sentinels can take as 2 threats.
Yeah. They'll not be much of anything. These are just humans that have Sentinel tech.
Yeah.
I assume it'll be. I can't remember what the terminology for these are, but basically they should. Yeah, they'll have the Sentinel. Though you can take them like the Mark IVs. I bet you can take 2 of them.
Yeah, basically leaderless grunts.
Yeah, almost exactly. Then they've got this is where I was pulling the release schedule from for the next updates. They've referenced Sinister updates, Shadow King updates.
I like it that box is called Hard to Hit.
Yeah, I think they could have came up with
all the others are like, oh yeah, it's this one.
Captain America and the Avengers. This is hard to hit.
Threw darts at a board, and it was hard to hit. Okay, we got it. It's right there.
Another Red Hulk, a good colored look at the. They revealed these guys a little bit ago. New She-Hulk, Red Hulk, and the Leader. The Leader has a leadership confirmed.
I like the painted Red Hulk.
Oh yeah,
the Red Hulk had a leadership as well.
Yes.
Oh, I saw a teaser that I had not heard yet.
What's that?
The next one down.
Onslaught.
That he needs to be a 10 threat character.
I swear to God, if they fuck this guy up, that might be it for me. But yeah, he should be the boss of bosses.
How are we getting Onslaught before Doctor Doom?
That's
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic who? But yeah, no, Onslaught,
yeah, exactly.
Fucking rad. This might be one of the coolest models they've done. If the paint job doesn't actually make it look that cool, this is sick as fuck. They have it.
Yeah, I can see myself buying him
because it's just cool. It doesn't matter what he does; he just looks awesome. This actually probably my favorite terrain set they've ever done. Honestly.
Yeah. Is that Shumagorath?
That's Shumagorath.
Yeah, Dark Dimension terrain.
Yeah.
Actually, that's Gorgonoth. He's not Shumagorath. That's owned by the Conan people. This is what I was referencing earlier when I said these are the 3 of the most fucking random characters I've ever seen.
Yeah, thank God we're getting Jack O'Lantern.
What? No, Brandon, I thought you'd be more happy about the Orb.
The Orb seems like he could be a person. Jack O'Lantern seems like the dumbest ripoff of Scarecrow I've ever seen.
Jack O'Lantern's actually the interesting one between the 2 of them. And then Blackheart, who is, I think, Mephisto's son?
That sounds right.
Then this one...
he was in the original Ghost Rider movie.
Yeah. This pack, which is...
Wait, what did that say?
What's up?
Yep, that's what I thought that said. Hulkling.
Yeah. Not a Hulk. He's actually a Skrull and a.
These look like the worst detailed models.
So
I've
Yeah,
ever
those
seen.
are very poor renders.
They're renders.
Yeah,
right?
these are
Yeah,
definitely
they're poor
renders.
renders.
This. Like, I expect this to completely change. There's no way.
Yeah, they have to be like
Yeah.
just works in progress.
And then the last little teaser. Yeah, because these look way better. Like just on a detail. America Chavez, Kate Bishop, and Patriot.
U.S. agent.
No. So this is confirmed Young Avengers then as a faction.
Yeah.
The Kate Bishop model is kind of crazy with standing on the ribbons and stuff. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I always hate it when they do that. It's always so annoying. They just bounce and jiggle.
Hopefully it
They don't
looks
sit
nice
still.
and thick for once. Maybe they figured it out. But yeah. So
I doubt it.
some very interesting teasers at the end. The Onslaught model is probably the highlight for me.
Yeah. It looks like he's gonna be an ultimate encounter because he's in an MCP set.
Yeah. No, that's the terminology they're using now for sets. It's all MCP now.
Oh, great! So we're changing the formatting again.
Yes. But the new boxes are also in MCP sets, so it'll all be converted over to MCP sets.
Well, they're not converting them over though. They're just making new ones.
Yeah, eventually there will be no
'Cause
CPs.
all the old sets aren't though.
Yeah, which is weird because like this one's still CP 154,
Yeah,
so who knows?
that's what I'm saying. They'll
Oh.
like 3/4 of the range
Yeah.
will not be MCP. It'll be
Yeah,
CP,
because like
which means it'll be MCP and CP of the
weird
same
because
number.
like the Nimrod box is the MCP though.
Yeah, because it's newer.
Well, yeah, but like Nimrods should come out before these guys
I don't think so. I think the Asgard comes out first.
potentially.
I
But yeah.
hope so.
So yeah, this is probably. I do think when you said they're kind of phoning it in for a mini Strav, this is probably the quickest and least we've seen.
I think there's a decent amount of content. I just think the content is.
Whelming.
It feels not cared about. It feels lazy. Add +1 hit point to everyone in these two boxes. Ship it.
But I'll have you.
That doesn't
We'll take
feel
a
great.
quick look at Ironmonger. He noticeably is missing his 6th hit point on the backside.
Yeah. He has DR. I see
Oh,
that.
does he? Oh, he does.
Well-
Okay, well, that's why he's missing a hit point. He's got DR.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, he's... Well...
Completely invalidated War Machine.
Maybe, because...
Well, War Machine will probably come out with like 8 hit points on both sides once he gets
Yeah,
updated.
fuck yeah. And a spender. Wouldn't that be cool? But yeah, so overall, I mean, I'm excited for the new Avengers stuff, that stuff. Oh, they don't have... they're missing one. Did I skip it? Yeah, that's weird. They didn't put that one in here. They also teased the new X-Men set. Or not X-Men, X-Force. X-Factor? See if I can't find it.
Oh, X Factor?
Yeah. They 2 models we hadn't seen before that painted up. God, I gotta scroll through this crap now.
Is it the Dad Bros?
The Dad Bros. Which Dad Bros?
This the people that their own grandpa?
No,
What?
it's one of them.
Do you not know the story of Longshot and Shatterstar?
No, they're not.
No.
They're not. They're sadly no. Longshot and
Okay.
Shatterstar. That'd be dope.
It's like one of the cringiest fanfics
Really?
ever written.
Oh my god, I could imagine. Shatterstar
Is
is
this
already
some-
like.
Mark Miller nonsense.
Yeah, so Longshot. I think it's Longshot's the original. Longshot is this like daring roguish hero from space that is a Mojo thing. So Longshot was the most popular character in Mojo World for
There
like
you
the longest streak running. Okay, Havoc, nice.
Havoc,
Jubilee. I like
which
Jubilee.
We knew Jubilee was kind of coming.
Yeah, I was expecting Jubilee. I like Jubilee. I think she's underrated.
Yeah. She's a lot better in not the cartoon.
Sure. But even in the cartoon, like she's just
she's
the,
like
you know,
the
exposition.
the insert character that you're supposed to like identify.
Yeah.
The Havoc model though is tight. They gave him the cool outfit, not the
Yeah.
shitty like Halo one. And then
I like
multiple
man.
man's dope. I'm kind of excited to see what he does. So some good, like I said, that was the only one I think I missed. But yeah, so far the teases, like I said,
So anyway,
good. But yeah, long shot.
so basically, Longshot is just Bullseye, but cool.
Okay.
And so he's like good at everything. He throws knives, and like he's just amazing. Like he's super dexterity, super like endurance. He does everything well. And then something happens, and there ends up Shatterstar comes onto the scene, and Shatterstar, they reveal his backstory later, and he is a clone of Longshot because they cloned Longshot trying to make like to replace the longest running character in Mojo World.
Yeah.
And then later he travels back in time and meets Longshot's grandmother, and they end up having a kid who ends up being Longshot's mother. And so he ends up being like his own grandpa, but then also like Longshot and Shatterstar are in a like relationship for a long time. And it's just this weird, like cringy backstory. It's like, what are you guys doing? It's like how clearly someone has some very weird fetish that needed to be resolved in text. And it's like, bro, calm down.
Great.
And so, as a joke in Marvel Strike Force, everyone called them the Dad Bros because they were released together. And it's like they're clones of each other, so they're kind of brothers, but also one is the other's grandfather. So just imagine you're the grandfather of the person you're a clone of. Just do the math on that. Like, it's just like inverted copies.
Jesus.
It's crazy.
A Xerox of a Xerox of a Xerox.
But it's a Xerox of a print. Like, it's like, how are you copying the copy of the... There's no original.
He's a clone of his
like,
clone's clone.
Yeah. We're both clones of the same person. Well, who are you a clone of? That guy. And you point at the same guy that's a clone of you.
Wait.
You're like, oh, shit.
It's like fucking Russian nesting doll of clones.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that's probably going to get us pretty close to the end here. Is there anything else we need to cover real quick?
No, I think we're good.
Thanks for tuning in for our super thick bonus episode of MCP. We appreciate you guys listening. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Brandon.
And Josh.
And CJ.
And Zach.
And you've just listened to Just Give It an Extra Hit Point.
So what are we going to call this thing?
I got it. Okay. Incredible, new, fantastic, astonishing, mighty, original, uncanny, sensational podcast.
I'm just going to put down infamous.